Picture this. You're zoning out on the train home after a long day, headphones on, minding your own business. Suddenly, a transit officer taps your shoulder. Your heart drops into your stomach. Are you ready for what happens next? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the confusing world of public transit stops, buses, subways, commuter trains. It's a weird gray area where your rights on a public sidewalk collide with the rules of riding a private service. Before we get rolling, we need to drop the mandatory disclaimer. I am not an attorney. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Okay, let's get practical. Many people assume that because a bus or a train station is public transportation, it has the same rules as a public park. That is a dangerous misconception. When you step onto transit property or swipe your card, you are entering a limited access area. You are essentially agreeing to their administrative rules as a condition of riding. The biggest rule? Proof of payment. If a fare inspector, conductor, or transit cop asks to see your ticket, pass, or tap card, you generally have to show it. That is part of the deal. Refusing that specific request is usually the fastest way to get fined, kicked off the train, or worse. But, and this is a massive but, here is where they often overstep and where you need to know where the line is drawn. Does checking your ticket give them the right to demand your government ID, search your backpack, or grill you about where you're coming from? Generally speaking, no. Transit police need what is called reasonable suspicion that you have committed, are committing, or are about to commit a crime to detain you further than a brief fare check. If you have shown your valid ticket, their business with you is theoretically done. A fare check is not a free pass for a fishing expedition into your privacy. So, how do you handle this in the real world without causing a scene? Because remember, our goal here is de-escalation and getting home safe. We are never adversarial. A common scenario. You're sitting there and an officer approaches. They say, "Ticket and ID, please." Notice how they bond those two together? That's a common tactic. Step 1, calmly produce your proof of payment. Hand them the ticket. Step 2, address the ID request separately. Keep your hands visible, stay calm, and politely say, "Officer, here is my proof of payment. Am I being detained for a crime or am I free to go once you verify my fare?" If they say, "You're not detained, I just want to know who you are," you can politely decline. A good script is, "I'd prefer not to identify myself if I'm not being detained. I'd just like to continue my trip." Now, if they escalate and say, "Yes, you are detained because you fit the description of someone we are looking for," the dynamic changes. At that point, stop talking. Provide your ID if your state law requires it during a lawful detention, and immediately pivot to your golden safety phrases. "I am choosing to remain silent. I want a lawyer." A quick note on bags. Unless you're in a system like NYC that has specific random bag check checkpoints at entry, which you can usually refuse by leaving the station, simply riding the bus does not give them consent to search your belongings. If they ask to look in your bag, say clearly, "I do not consent to any searches." If they search it anyway, do not physically resist. Let them do it and fight the violation later in court. Public transit is essential, but riding it shouldn't mean waving goodbye to your Fourth Amendment rights. It's all about knowing the difference between administrative rule enforcement and a criminal investigation. Keep it cool, keep it polite, but know your boundaries. If you found this practical breakdown helpful, please do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It really helps. Stay safe out there, know your rights, and I'll see you in the next video.